Carol, the owner and creator of everything you find at CarolJo's.com. Tonight, I am live on 2 devices. I have YouTube and I have TikTok. So my eyes will go back and forth between the two, just to let everybody know. We do a lot of things here on my social medias. Carol Jo's is a jewelry and accessory business at CarolJo's.com. And that is where I really do sell a majority of my jewelry is on my website. Else we do chat times is what we got tonight. We also will do tutorials. We have one tomorrow morning or tomorrow sometime to do this necklace. We call it the double take necklace. And then on Thursday afternoon and Thursday night, we're going to have a silicone bead sale. Friday morning, we're going to do silicone, and Friday night, we're doing bead sale. Saturday at 10 a.m., we're doing Chat GPT. All my times that I just talked about are central times. Nope, it is over on TikTok also, Ashley. I was going to say, hello, Gladys. Let's see. Hi, Mitra. Trying to bring up my backup account. I don't know if I'm in. Nope, I'm not in my backup account. So, whoops, wrong one. So I can see it. Okay. So I do all kinds of things. Tonight's chat. Hi, Paige. So what chat time means is that if you guys have questions, go ahead and ask it in the chat. Hi, Melissa. We talk about jewelry making, about any type of question you have, if I can answer it or if the group can answer it. We also talk about running our small businesses. Hi, Mia. We also talk about whatever we need to uplift each other, in all honesty. And I do have an update from the earlier one. Yep, it's a safe night. It has been a lot better now. You guys, when we were on earlier for the silicone sale, I was talking about we need to make sure, cross our fingers to...
Did you say Oma?
No.
Oh, I said Oma.
Did I say Oma to anybody? Buttercup thought I said Oma, and so she came up here. I'm like, I don't think I said it, but hey, I might have. So anyways, one of the things I said is to have your fingers crossed because I have 2 orders that need to get here on American soil by May 2nd. One of them arrived already today. So I did get notification. It is here in the U.S. So we're waiting on order number 2.
What is?
I am. Orders.
Oh, you want one?
Not right now, honey. I'm on my live, so I'm not going to eat on my live.
Look, so this is Korean punch. This is parasite punch. This is mango, kiwi, banana, strawberry banana.
Okay, we'll talk after I get done with my live about how they are, okay? Don't eat them all, please.
Why?
Because you don't need that much sugar. And Mia says, hi, Buttercup.
Who?
Mia? Yep, just one more to get through. So, sorry. She got Mike and Ike's in like tropical flavors, and she's like telling me all the names. Joya says she'll do the kiwi, LOL. She laughed. She's downstairs in the kitchen area where we don't allow food outside of our kitchen area. So she went to take them back down there to eat. That's one of my husband's rules. So yeah, so we will have that. If anybody sees Rainbow come in or if Rainbow says hi, hello, Brittany. We are going to do something that we normally don't do on a chat, but it works with her schedule. And that is she wanted to see some of the items that we had from Monday nights. It was subscriber night. And so, hi, is it Aves? And so with that being said, she wasn't able to make it. So we're going to show some of those to her tonight. And we will... have them up for sale. Anybody can do them. We're just not going to, because it's not subscriber night, we're not going to do the discount that was available. They'll be full price. Well, hello, Silas, but his name is Ryan. My husband's name is Ryan. That's an easy one to remember. I don't do that kind of questions and answers, Peanut. Sorry. We're about jewelry making here. We kind of keep it that way. I was going to say, is there some other live that could help you out maybe? Sorry, it doesn't happen on this live. So what kind of jewelry questions does everybody have? And as always, if we get 10 shares, 10,000 likes, we'll be doing giveaways tonight. Oh, great. You came to the right place then. We do, when I am on YouTube, I do tutorials twice a week and chats twice a week. Tonight is a chat. Both of my tutorials I still have to do. Tomorrow, I'll tell you the time because I have forgot. Let's see. Let me go into one of my posts here to see. There. I don't make them. I'm sorry. There we go. Hi, Geraldine. All right, tomorrow, double take necklace, which is this necklace right here. That would be on tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Silicone beads will be 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock silicone beads, we will have focals. How do I make a rainbow ring? So the rainbow ring, I have rainbow colored beads that I make those with. And there is a tutorial video out on YouTube. And so it's out there on how I do that. Hi, Sabrina. Sabrina Carpenter fan, I should really say. We have a Sabrina Carpenter fan in our household too. That would be by the name of Buttercup. So with that, they are a wire wrapped ring, and that is what I would say is go watch that and see if you have questions, and then come back to our next chat night with those questions, because I won't be able to do a tutorial or show you here on this type of a live because I have to have the camera a different way so you can see it. Not trying to be like, I don't want to do it. It's just, it's better if I have my camera set up a different way and not like pointed at me, but pointed at what I'm doing. Does that make sense there, Brittany? I feel bad. I really do. What other questions do you guys have? Okay, thank you. And there are two things. Hey, Adriana, there are two things that I do that I think it's better to have it pointing from that angle. So what I was going to say is that it's the rings, and the other one is when you do like a dangle earring, but you use that that process of how you do those dangles in a lot of different things. Hi, Kevin. All right, Mitra's asking, are the tariffs going to affect your supplies? This is what I'm saying right now, Mitra, about it. It is, I ordered a lot of items before the tariffs were going into effect. I am waiting on one order now to get here before they go into effect. And so hopefully I will have enough products to get us through for a while. There might be hit and misses on some of the things. What I'm also looking at is what is the end result going to be with the tariffs? It is very, very, it's all up in the air of what it's actually going to be. So I am holding off on doing any more orders for a little bit. Hi, Rose. I'll answer your question here in a second, Mia. And that is, I want to see where we're going to land at on the tariffs, because we got to think about, I'm looking at it holistically and not just as me, my supply, what I'm selling. So if the tariffs are going to affect the economy in a way that if they are at the 80 to 90%, which is where they're 80 to 95% is where they're projecting it to be at possibly, then you're looking at costs are going to almost double. But that means that other things that you would get. All right, Aves, come back again tomorrow at noon Central Time. We'll have the tutorial, okay? With that, you know, if it's going to affect other things that you would normally buy and your everyday things, Um, they are, it's going to affect how much money you can spend on beads. Does this make sense? I'm like struggling with my words to say how I should be, and I shouldn't be struggling. But so if it's going to affect your entire budget, then I need to not probably order as many and just order the supplies that we need more so, and keeping those types of things in. Hi Justin. So there are places that have already contacted me that they say that they're going to be able to get it into the United States without tariffs. I don't understand how they can, but they're saying they will have ways to get it here. I want to wait and see where our tariffs are at to see if I should chance it with those vendors, because the timeline to get those products here is also about 3 months. So it's not, I've said before, it takes about a month for me to get it. But if they're going to ship to nearby countries, they still have to get it in here. And that's what I am not understanding how, because even with all the nearby countries, we are still going to be having tariffs. So I just don't understand how that's all going to work. But they are saying it's a 3-month leeway. Yeah. So the boats usually take about a month to get here. And that's normally how I do a lot of my shipments, is that way. Unless everybody's going to go and it's going to back it up, and that's what's going to take 3 months. I was asking the questions to my vendors, and it is a very, very hard thing to think through. And I just want to make good business decisions. Thank you everybody for taking care of that over there. I appreciate you guys. So that's where I'm just like up in the air about how much more. I do have enough supplies coming. We talked about it earlier today. I have enough supplies coming, and what we have here, I have a few months leadway. So even if we're getting into that 3 months, it might be, I might not have this style right today, and it might be 3 months before we're going to get it. But I think we're all going to be in that same boat. And it's pretty funny because if they come by boat. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm just going to hold off a little bit and decide. Plus, I ordered so much in advance. I have 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. Probably have about 12 to 15 boxes in my living room that we haven't even opened yet. So we have that many boxes. Plus, on top of it, the order that made it stateside today has 6 boxes. So we're looking at about 20 boxes. So we have a good supply. Plus, downstairs, I do have supplies of things that we can bring back too. Joey, you're cracking me up. And so that I'm the only thing, and I've tried to order things like the lobster clasps, the chains, the necklaces. I tried to buy a variety of the glass beads. Lately, the natural stones are really expensive to get, and I don't understand why. I haven't been able to figure out why their prices are so high on those. But we'll see if they come down a little bit here for a little bit, and then we'll go from there. So yes, you're welcome, Melissa. I will be honest and open with you guys about this. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to do a smoke thing on you guys. I'm just telling you how the business is, honestly. And the words tonight are like, whoop. Smoke and mirrors. That's the same. Can I just be like giddy? I don't know. So yes.
How long do you think you're going to be on chat night for?
A little bit longer. Are you looking for the phone back?
Oh, no. I just need to set a 2-hour timer.
You need a 2-hour timer from when I'm off or from now?
I just need a 2-hour timer.
Why do you need a 2-hour timer?
Because I made something that's really good. And a 2-hour timer for it.
Oh, so you need me to set a timer?
Yeah.
I can set a timer on my tablet.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Sorry. She's been with me most of the night.
Yeah, we got Chick-fil-A.
Yes, we did get Chick-fil-A tonight.
With no Chick-fil-A sauce.
Nope, we didn't do the Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh no. I just want, I don't want, you know, my life, I just want straight stability. I know that's a lot to ask for. I just want people to make decisions, and that's what we do. So no, excuse me here. After Buttercup got off the bus, we went into Sioux Falls to get some more summer clothes for her, because I'm a big buy everything when it's on sale and with discounts and that type of thing. And today our Kohl's had a lot of things for us to be able to get, so we got her clothes for way cheaper than what if we would have paid full price. Oh geez, that really stinks, Miss Joya. See, that's one thing I'm grateful for, that we own our house, so we don't have to deal with that. So, yep. So we went and did clothes shopping, and hopefully we're almost done getting clothes for her for the summer. We do have to get another swimming suit, because they go swimming like 3 to 4 times a week at where she's going for her summer program. And I do not want to have to do laundry every day. Holy buckets. That really stinks. When you're on an income like you are, that is going to be very hard. So that is what we've got going on tonight. And so, hi, Callie girl. Hey, I was just about ready to say something that affects you. I'm still working on getting your invoice to you tonight. Just to let you know, I am I'd say about halfway done, and we'll get it done before 10 o'clock, hopefully my time. Cross everything. I'll get it done before 10 and get it to you, which would be about 8 your time, okay? So that you guys can get in. So the reason why I'm bringing that up about if anybody has an invoice that is close to the $25 and you're just under, tomorrow the amounts of shipping change. We have a shipping, I'm trying to think of what the word is. So that will change tomorrow. The prices for shipping will be $50. If it's under $50, so $49.99 or less, will be a flat $5 fee. If it is $50 or more, you will get free shipping. So that's where we are at with shipping. It took me a minute to understand that comment, Sabrina Carpenter fan, but I got it now. So that is what I'm working on, and getting those that are close to that $25 mark. If they claimed anything, getting it done so that you can pay that tonight. It will affect everybody because I can't differentiate people. And I know we have some people have their invoices that roll over, and it will automatically do it. I can't control that. So what will happen then, Joya, is that we will look at if we need to just do something different with yours so you can be able to get it. And I can let you know. I can message with you. I don't get that one. All right. What other questions do you have? I have not seen Rainbow come in yet. Let me double check. Nope, I don't see her. I was going to say my backup account hasn't dropped. I would try going out and coming back in. have no idea who Buttercup is talking to, but she's talking downstairs. Okay, what did you miss today? Today we had... I don't understand. Are those lyrics or what are they, Sabrina Carpenter fan? I am not getting it. We had acrylic beads. And we had the glow in the dark beads. We had 15 millimeter glow in the dark. They were 5 beads for $2. We had those, and then we had solid colors. Okay, thank you. I'm like, is that her words to her song? And one of the funnies I will tell you is that Buttercup is my granddaughter. She got a swimsuit for this summer, and she goes, I'm getting this one because it's Sabrina Carpenter vibes. Hi, Frog with Tofat. Hi, Brittany. So that's what we had today, was acrylics, solids, and the glow in the dark. I have not made them with the loom bracelets. Sabrina Carpenter is I'm going to say more of a pop star. Like, she's not like she's not like Taylor Swift is here, and then you got Dua Lipa. This is my mind. If I'm wrong, you guys can tell me. And then you have like Olivia Rodriguez and Sabrina Carpenter. They're in that higher end of the group of the pops, but like Taylor Swift is the top of it. Buttercup is my granddaughter. She is into music really big time, but she listens to all kinds of music. And I don't know, sorry, I'm going to yawn here. Excuse me. And I don't know in her mind how they all are. Yes. Yes, she is. Olivia Rodriguez has been around a little bit longer than Sabrina Carpenter. We all know Taylor Swift has been around a long time. It's Frog with a top hat. Oh my Lord. I'm sorry I did this for that. Okay, you guys. I have to tell them over here on TikTok, okay? So it's FROGWITH, and then it was TOPHAT. And I want Frog with too fat? I was like, why is it too fat? And it's top hat. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snort. I have no idea. I've never looked it up. So you guys can all laugh at me because I went with the PHT. You can. And I know Taylor Swift is either you like her or you don't, in all honesty. And so, and then you have the Swiftie Chiefs fans because of Taylor Swift, which Buttercup is. So she's got a Chiefs sweatshirt. I'm like, if anything were to happen with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, I don't know what she'd do. I don't know what team she'd pick. I don't know if she'd watch football. But I will say, those of you on earlier, I got to say this again. Yesterday at little Miss Buttercup's field trip day that I was volunteering at as a chaperone, I was a cool grandma because I like the 49ers, because I wore a 49ers shirt. So yes, I thought it was funny. I am going to sticker some of these up while I am on the live too. I don't have very many of them. done up ahead of time. And what I mean by sticker is I am putting your guys' little barcodes. Do you know how many people call me her mom? I am 42 years older than her. I was 42 when I became a grandma. And even yesterday, somebody called me her mom. I was going to say, I don't know. I honestly don't know. We stopped correcting people because it just wasn't worth it. But I have to say, it was pretty funny. So you have to understand one background thing on Buttercup. She is biracial. You know, she is my granddaughter. I love her dearly. She's biracial. And we went to go, she was having a friend sleep over, and we went to go pick up the pizza because we live out in the country, so we don't get it delivered here. And she, the guy that was helping us out said to the girls, to the one that isn't mine, said, you need to help out mom and your friend can help too. I just was like, we literally walked out of that place that we were picking up the pizza, and we could hardly hold in our laughter until we were outside. And then all three of us just bursted out laughing because they totally got it wrong. I wasn't the mom to any of them. Wrong family. It was just wrong all the way around. So, yeah, so that is... So we do not say, for privacy purposes, we do not say her name unless I accidentally say it, and I do every once in a while. We'll say her name. We are respecting privacy because she's a minor child, and she will come in here and she will talk with people on the lives. She will, you know, interact and such. She does do things for helping me out with the business. We just don't say her real name, and we do not put her face on that. And we also I don't think I've got one where she's got her back in a video that I did. And so we really truly try to keep her privacy. So yeah, and I was going to say, on one side of my family, my grandparents had my dad when they were younger, and my mom's side, they had my mom when they were older. So I've had a very youthful set of grandparents and an older set of grandparents. We do too. And the reason how we came up with Buttercup was actually because of people here. And so what it is that we, you know, we weren't going to say her real name, and so we were trying to come up with something, and we were talking about it on a live, and we came up with Buttercup. Hey, we hit our goal. And so that's what we call her. And, you know, now, you know, she's getting a little bit older. She's not older. She's 9. I will tell you guys, she is 9. And I asked her, you know, if she wanted to change it at all. And she's like, nope, I'm liking the Buttercup. She likes having that nickname. So it is really, truly what it is. All right. So how we play the game. So for all of you guys that are new, I put in a color over here on TikTok, and I will let both YouTube and TikTok do guesses. So while we're doing the guessing, I am not going to pick it out. And so I'll watch it, and then afterwards I'll pick out what you get to choose from for the 2 items for the giveaway. All right? And we always do colors. I'm reading a comment before I put it in. Yeah, see, and that's what I have from day one been trying to be respectful of it. My personal um Facebook does have pictures on it, but we've got that locked down so people can't see it. So, and so that is how we've always just handled it. And let's see what we want for a color. All right, I got the color in. Any color under the sun. You guys can put in the chat and we'll see who gets it first. So I'm going to be watching both sides. One of her first posts, though, came up today, and it is so cute. She's looking in a mirror with my husband because we had to go shopping because my husband likes shopping. And he was taking her out shopping. She was just, she'd have been not, she wasn't even 3 months old. And that just came up. I'm like, oh my Lord. And she likes to shop. She takes after her Opa. So those of you who are new, Opa and Oma is what she calls us. My TikTok name is CarolJo's. My first name is Carol. So my business is named after me. So CarolJo's is my first and middle name, and that is my business name. She does. But sometimes I sit there and go, holy buckets. Like after yesterday, I don't feel in my 30s anymore after yesterday. I was like, oh, no way. There's not a lot of us in the world. All right, I'm going to give you a clue. It is a birthstone color. Someone got it. All right, Geraldine got it. The color was emerald. Let me write this down. Geraldine got it. It just doesn't seem like today is the last day of April. It just really doesn't seem like it should be. Let's see what we got here. See what we got in this one. Or we'll see what we got in this one. Oh, we'll do that one. Or we can do, we're going to give you a choice, Miss Geraldine. All right. Woohoo! She's a Mayday. You have the bracelet here in brown and green. So that's the bracelet. Or we have this keychain here. We have the pink with the purple center keychain. You let me know which one you'd like, Geraldine. Holy buckets, 2 at one time there the first time out. Wow, you would like the bracelet. You got it. I was a few days short, so Buttercup's birthday is right before mine. And so I was really close to 43 when she was born. But my actual age was 42. I never did Mayday baskets. Did anybody else do Mayday baskets? I never did. Everybody has May babies, it seems like. I don't. Mine are... Between Ryan and I, we have 2 Julys, 1 January, 2 Julys, 1 December. For the kids and grandkid. And then he is December. I always say Christmas is a very expensive week. And even if it wasn't Christmas, it would still be an expensive week for us because we have 2 birthdays in 1 week. In July, we have 2 birthdays, but they're 18 days apart. Aww. So you're a May baby too. See, we're looking at, we're gonna have just one for a very long time. If not, that's it. Buttercup might be our only, one and only. Whoa. See, my grandma, I got to think about this. We had February, March for grandkids, February, March, and then we'll go to great grandkids and include those. February, March, April was not there. May, June, July, August, no September, October, November, or and then December. Pretty weird that, but you have to understand, in July, there was 4 of her grandchildren were born in July out of 8 of us. So half of her grandchildren were in the month of July. I'm like, wow. But I don't have a lot of, I didn't come from a family where, just like, I was going to say, I'm going to go back up here. Earthly, she was talking about, she had 2 babies 2 days before her 22nd birthday, and they're Gemini. So, I mean, it's a lot of twinning going on and 2-in going on there. But I only have 4 cousins on my dad's side, and I have 6 cousins on my mom's side. And there were 3 kids each. So, yep. So there was 3 boys on one side, 2 boys and 1 girl on the other side. And then the total of 6 grandchildren on this side, 6 or 8 on that side. That's it. Not very big family. So it is what it is. It's we can't change it. But I'm like, you would have thought that there would have been maybe a little bit more, but nope. Sabrina's in August. See, and I say, it's really funny how you can look at the birthstone colors, and with your kids, the combinations can be really cool or they can be really yucky. So my sister and I are August and February, which is peridot and amethyst, and the green and the purple to me look really cool together. But if you put my parents in there, my mom was also August, so she was peridot. But my dad is November, which is brown topaz. And the brown topaz and the peridot go together really well. Brown topaz and purple with that green, no. Sheesh. So it's funny how you can add in one color, but separately they make fine, but all three together just not, to me, in my eyes. Excuse me, I got the yawns really bad, but I got to finish this up tonight. Because then tomorrow morning I got to get up and make the changes to the website. Because you have to change your disclosures, you have to change the whole shipping back end part, and then make sure it's working right. So I got to do that in the morning. So I cannot be tired tonight. No. Okay. I might have to go get some more bags, but they're not up here. I've got those downstairs. Hi, Rosie. How are you tonight? And Buttercup isn't on this level, so I can't ask her to go get them for me. I'm trying not to drink as much Dr. Pepper at night if possible, because I don't want to be up all night. I don't want the caffeine to affect me. So we'll get through it. Doing good. We are going to finish getting the items stickered up from last night's live so that we can then finish it up and get it to those that wanted their invoices to make that $25 shipping happen tonight. So we're going to get that finished. That's going to be number one priority. Number two priority is tomorrow morning getting up and switching the website around for the new shipping rates. That's what it was I was trying to say earlier. I was like, new shipping, and I couldn't think of it. It's shipping rates. So once again, less than $50 will have a flat $5 shipping charge. Anything over $50 will be free shipping. So we have a lot going on here. And then at noon tomorrow, we will be doing this necklace here, and it's called the double take necklace, where you're going to have like the chain here, and then you have a second chain with something dangling down from it. And we'll go into all the things that you can think about to do it. The new shipping rates are if your total order is $5, if your total order is less than $50, it will have a flat $5 shipping rate, so that you're not gonna have to pay the whole shipping. Because I was feeling guilty that we would change it, and that, you know, some of those orders that are just right over that $25 could be a $9 shipping charge, and I was feeling guilty about it. So I thought the best way I could be like okay with it and making this change is to have just a flat fee for $50 and less. Hello, Lacey. And if it is over $50 for your subtotal, then it will be free shipping. That's the new rates. They are effective tomorrow. And I know you haven't been on all the lives, Joya, so you wouldn't know that, but we've been talking about it during the lives. But you don't come on all of them, so I get you don't know this. That's why I keep talking about it. And those people that are on every single live are probably like, I heard it already. And we're going to hear it again. And then that means that the deposit for claiming, I am probably going to lower that a little bit, just so that, because I just want to do that. Oh, no, it's not because the mail has, hi, Jules. How are you doing? The reason why I changed the shipping rate has to do with a couple of things. Yes, the rates have gone up since I started doing this. But secondly, you know what, the free shipping between $25 and $50 is actually making it on those orders where I am not making any profit because of how much is going to shipping. And so I needed to redo how we were going to do it. And I just decided a flat rate of $5 for right now, and we'll see how that goes out. And because I want to make money at this. That's my whole goal. Not gonna lie. Thank you. I just threw it up today. I air dried it, and then I was like, I didn't like how it was laying around my face, and so yes. So that's what we do. So Jules, just to let you know, what we do here is we do lots of things. Tonight is a Oh, nope, that's okay, Joya. We didn't get into all of it. We do chat night, which is what we're doing tonight, where you get to ask any types of questions that you want about running the small business, about making jewelry, that type of thing. We also have tutorial times tomorrow at 12 o'clock on Central Time. I will be doing the tutorial for this necklace here. We call it the double take necklace. So you'll have 2 strands. It is one necklace. I'll show you guys. It is one necklace, and we'll talk about how to put it together tomorrow. So yeah, it is one closure here. It is literally one. So we got that, and then that's at noon. At 2 o'clock, we will be doing a silicone bead sale that we're going to have prints and solids. At 8 p.m. tomorrow night, we're going to have another silicone bead sale, and that one is going to be focals. When we do the silicone bead sales during the day, or anything that we're doing like during the day hours, they usually happen over the lunch hour in one of the 4 time zones, so that everybody can maybe join at a lunchtime. Because some of us work outside outside of the house, or you might work from home, but you have a job that you can't always be on for. So I'm trying to make it so at least once a week you can join us over a lunch hour for something, tutorials, chat time, or a sale. And then so we do that, and those are usually shorter. And then on Friday nights, we do a bead sale of everything so that you can make jewelry like we showed you in the tutorials and that type of thing. So this necklace, I'll have kits on for it on Friday night at 7 p.m. Central. Saturday, our tutorial, we're going to talk about ChatGPT and how you can use it with your bead business or jewelry making business. That is cool, Lacey. I don't do in-person shows anymore. I will be doing one once a month here, but in 2023, I did my last in-person show in November of 2023. The reason being is I like being at home more. I know that's going to sound silly. I like being here at home. I like doing it over the social medias and that type of thing. I just really like it. Hey, Brittany. And so I literally just stopped doing in-person shows. The show that I will be doing once a month is at the VA hospital in Sioux Falls. That's really close to by where I live. And the VA is very near and dear to me because my sister is a vet. And so when they called and asked me if I'd do it, I couldn't say no because I'm not doing in-person shows anymore because it is associated with the vets. So I will be doing that once a month. That'll be the only show I probably do for a while. So yep, I am like, we have other family members. You do the permanent bracelets. I have never done the permanent bracelets. I've never learned how to do it. I think they're cool, but I don't know if I want to do it because you'd have to go in person. That's why I'm like, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah. And so we actually have a family member that was, because in South Dakota, we do have an air base in South Dakota. But if you're in Army or any of the others, it is the National Guards that you have. So we have a lot of South Dakota National Guards. And that's what my sister was in. And then we had a family member that was high ranking in there too. It is at 12 p.m. So lunch hour time frame. That's when we're going to go live with this tutorial. And then 2 p.m. for the silicone in the afternoon. And then 8 p.m. tomorrow night for the second silicone. You do? I never even thought about that. Because I knew there was a base there, but I'd never put it together. So, yep, so that is what we do here. So I was going to say welcome in to anybody who is new and decided to follow me here on TikTok or subscribe to me here on YouTube, because I go live on both devices, platforms, when we're doing tutorials and we're doing chats. And that way, all of my chats and the tutorials are saved on YouTube. So if you ever need to go back and rewatch something to remember how to do it, you can always, from TikTok, you can always go over there and do it. To do the subscribing to YouTube here on TikTok, go up to that CJS logo at the top, the CJS logo at the bottom, and then there is a line that says Lemonade and More. Touch that line. Down below, 2 boxes pop up. One of them will see tree in it. It's usually the bottom one. Touch that one and you'll get a list. At the bottom of that long list is the YouTube. If you touch it, you go over to my YouTube and you can subscribe to me. And then you'll get in there and you'll know when I post them, and you'll know where to go to get them and look at them again. So you have a dangerous one. Yes. Yes, that would be not fun. I would be like, I'm not, yeah, nope. All right, everybody. I am going to hop off here tonight. Thank you guys for chat time. It's been great. I am going to go finish getting last night's live all done so that we can get Callie Girl her invoice so that we can make sure she's getting the shipping she wanted. And oh boy. So good night, everybody. See you tomorrow at noon. Bye.